you maybe saw about a year and a half ago a little video that I put together called Tornado Ghost Towns. One of those towns that I talked about in that video was Manchester, South Dakota. South Dakota had a record 67 tornadoes that came passing through on that date. It was so historic that it was really kind of known as Tornado Tuesday. And on that day, an EF4 tornado estimated to be 260 miles per hour completely destroyed the small town of Manchester, South Dakota. And so we're here at the site now. There's nothing left except for one building, and of course they put up a monument in 2007 talking about the town. And so we're here now. Let's go check out. It kind of gives us perspective when you kind of look at the town area and just the devastation that a F4 tornado caused. The post office opened here in Manchester in 1881, had numerous family homes, a town hall, grocery stores, barns, a lumber yard, 2 grain elevators, a depot, a restaurant, a cream station, a bank, a pool hall, auto repair, and blacksmith shops, gas stations, 2 churches, a system of township schools, including Manchester High School, a hotel, a newspaper, and a fabled town pump. We're going to show you that town pump here shortly. But right now, let's just kind of check out this monument that was left just in remembrance of Manchester. Nothing's left, and it just kind of goes to show just how something can be here one minute and gone the next. Now historically, this is where Laura Ingalls Wilder, the famous author of the book Little House on the Prairie, where her younger sister Grace, actually ended up living and died here. In the 1940s, she died of diabetes, but that just kind of put this area kind of on the map. So DeSmet is down the road a little bit, and that's where Laura Ingalls Wilder, of course, lived, and of course that's where Grace ended up being buried. But she actually lived here in Manchester. So Manchester wasn't that big of a town. There's about 100 people or so. And when the tornado came through in 2003, wiped it off the map. Of course, F4, F5, those kind of tornadoes are gonna do that. But the thing is that in 2004, South Dakota came in a year later and unincorporated the town, making Manchester forever a ghost town. So we're gonna walk around the site. I just wanna show you just kind of the area and what a few things that were left behind, one of them being a town pump, which they still have here. So let's go check it out. Interesting enough, reading a little bit about the Manchester tornado, you would have thought that as massive as the destruction was, wiping out a town, creating a ghost town, that there would have been at least some casualties, but there wasn't. There wasn't any casualties. In fact, there wasn't even really any serious injuries. So that in itself was an absolute miracle, in my opinion. Over here though, right down from the monument, you're gonna see the one structure that really was left untouched, and that was the town pump. Just a really interesting part of history here. And again, just the story of the surrounding quietness of this town is just really kind of eerie in some respects. Just knowing what went on here not that long ago, and right here on the grounds of Manchester, what's left over from an EF4 tornado.